How to show gratitude as an entrepreneur.
Every entrepreneur sails through predictable phases, and once you learn to recognize them, everything changes. I'm Lynette Young, and this is the Entrepreneur's Voyage. Whether you're starting, soaring, sailing, or somewhere in between, you're in the right place. Stop surviving your business. Start navigating your journey.
Gratitude isn't a nice feeling that you express once a year around a Thanksgiving dinner table. For entrepreneurs, it should be a strategic practice that strengthens your business foundation, deepens client relationships, and accelerates sustainable growth. I've learned this through decades of building different businesses, from the devastating failure of my retail store to co-founding the software company that I own, which now serves clients across 5 different countries. My journey through retail entrepreneurship, digital media pioneering, software company leadership, and now I'm a multi-book author. And that has taught me something that most business books miss. Gratitude is a competitive advantage, not a soft skill. The entrepreneurs that thrive aren't just grateful for success. We practice strategic gratitude during every business phase, from foundation building through crisis navigation and mastery integration. This is what I call gratitude literacy, understanding how to show appreciation in ways that serve both your values and your business objectives. Most entrepreneurs experience gratitude backwards. They wait until they've quote unquote made it to feel thankful, believing that gratitude is something that you have to earn after success, rather than as a practice that creates success. I fell into this trap early in my career. I used to have a 4-hour-a-day commute from New Jersey into Manhattan as a project engineer. I told myself, sitting on the train 2 hours each way, that I was doing this, paying my dues, and I would be grateful once I had my own business, and once I didn't have to answer to anyone else, and once I achieved financial independence. And then 9/11 shattered all of that. I realized that I'd been postponing gratitude for a future that quite literally might not ever arrive. Gratitude isn't a destination. It's not a point on the map that you get to, and there's a flag and a sandwich waiting for you. It's actually part of your navigational equipment. It's like a compass that keeps you oriented during the storms. Gratitude helps you recognize resources, strengthen the relationships that you're building, and it helps you maintain perspective through every entrepreneurial sea and wave that you could hit. Let's talk about gratitude across the 7 C's framework. If you've been listening to the show, you know that there are 7 phases or C's that a business can go through: starting, soaring, stalling, sinking, shifting, selling, and sailing. And we're going to touch upon all of them and how gratitude, specifically strategic gratitude, can help catapult you to where you want to go. First up, in the starting C, this is the gratitude for your foundation. In the starting C, you're building your business foundation with minimal resources and maximum uncertainty. Strategic gratitude here means recognizing what you already have rather than fixating and ruminating on what you lack. Show gratitude by acknowledging your early supporters, whether they be friends, family, customers, what have you. That first client that took a chance on you, send them a personal note explaining how their trust helped you build confidence. Think about going back and showing gratitude to the mentor who helped answer your questions, coffee dates that you gleaned one great piece of information from and it catapulted you to where you are now. But here's the thing, don't just say thank you. Tell them specifically what you've learned and how you've applied it. Trust me, as the person on the other end, we really, really appreciate that. When you're in your starting C, I want you to document your small wins, every win, because you're going to forget and things are going to be a whirlwind. It's going to get lost in the storm and you're never going to actually take the time to go back and count the successes that you've had. So the action here, if you're in the starting C, is each week I want you to identify 3 resources that you're grateful for and find one way to strengthen each relationship. This could be a referral that you send to them, a testimonial that you write to them, a LinkedIn recommendation you give, or an introduction that you facilitate for them. Next up, Soaring C, gratitude during rapid growth. I've got a couple clients right now that I'm working with that are squarely in soaring, and they are holding on for dear life right now. Soaring, the best explanation that I can give of soaring is when your business is going 90 miles an hour and you can only go 55. You've got to hold on. It's exciting, but it's scary as hell. This type of growth can really become quickly overwhelming. Strategic gratitude will help keep you grounded while managing expansion demands. Think about showing gratitude by celebrating your team contributions publicly. And maybe not publicly outside your company, but definitely within your company. When my software company started experiencing rapid growth, I made it a practice to recognize specific team member achievements in our meetings. Part of my mantra of how I work is I will praise publicly and criticize privately. This wasn't like a generic, hey, good job. It was a detailed acknowledgement about how their work served our clients and achieved our mission. It's not what you did, it's why it matters. Creating gratitude rituals is very, very important during high stress periods, high pressure periods. We all need a spot to kind of put the pin back in the map, reset, recharge, and expressing gratitude publicly really goes far to help with that. So if you're in the Soaring C, your action is to implement a weekly team gratitude practice, even if it's just you and a VA, where everyone shares one client's success or one colleague contribution that they appreciated. It feels a little kumbaya in the beginning, but it is really meaningful. This can create positive momentum while maintaining service quality during growth. Some years ago, one of my businesses, we brought in a business coach because it is my solid opinion you cannot business coach your own business. We had to go around the table and say one positive thing that we appreciated about each team member. And I was not looking forward to this. It had nothing to do with me not wanting to give gratitude and thanks and praise to those around me, but I didn't want to hear it for myself. So I'm like, everybody's going to kiss up to the boss. I don't want to hear what they have to say. I was pleasantly shocked about the things that were brought up, not only to the bosses and the owners, but to each other. I was really, really touched. Things that you just don't know are going on between team members and the appreciation they feel for each other. Give them an opportunity to publicly put that into play. Next up, Stalling C. When you hit growth plateaus. The Stalling C tests your determination when your revenues flatten and your momentum stalls. Strategic gratitude here means recognizing the invisible progress and maintaining perspective during frustration. Not every win is public. Sometimes it's in the lessons learned, in the grace shown, and the thanks given. Think about showing gratitude for lessons learned, acknowledging your problem-solving abilities. Even when things fail, especially in the Stalling C, think about giving thanks and gratitude for the process and effort made to try to solve issues. When your progress stalls, it's easy to focus on what's not working and point fingers and blame. Here, you want to be the strategic entrepreneur that recognizes that the capacity to navigate challenges is worth appreciating and celebrating. It's a skill developed through experience. If you're in the Stalling C, list 3 challenges you've successfully navigated in the past. Write down the specific skills you used and how you can apply them to current obstacles. I would recommend you do this with your team as well and have them do the same exercise. This gratitude for your proven abilities creates confidence during uncertainty. So think about all of these other phases and other C's that we're talking about. Make a list of wins from there and use them when you're stalling. Next up, the Sinking C. The Sinking C is an exaggeration of the Stalling C. A lot of the same things still apply. Now, the Sinking C brings crises to the table that test everything that you've built. Strategic gratitude here during this phase, it isn't about toxic positivity, like fake it till you make it sort of thing. It's about recognizing what remains when everything else has been stripped away. Show gratitude for clarity. Think about expressing appreciation for the support systems. Your action, if you're in the sinking sea, is definitely go back and hit up from the stalling. Identify 3 resources that you still have access to despite current challenges. It could be skills you have, nobody can take those away from you, relationships, knowledge that you have, or your reputation. Write down how each of these resources could support your sinking recovery. Next up is shifting C. The shifting C requires pivoting your business model, product, target market, or operational functions while maintaining operational and profitability integrity. Strategic gratitude here means acknowledging both the thing that's changing and the thing that's staying consistent. Show gratitude for evolving opportunities. We should be lucky, right? We should be lucky that we have the opportunity to recognize the courage required to change. You're leaving behind a lot and going into unknown waters. That takes a lot of courage. Be thankful for that and recognize it. Business transitions demand emotional labor that often goes unacknowledged. Strategic entrepreneurs appreciate their own willingness to evolve rather than just grinding through the difficulty. Take a step back from yourself and understand that what you're doing is a path that not many take, and be thankful and please be grateful for yourself for that. If you're currently shifting, your action is write a letter to yourself acknowledging the courage that it takes to change your business approach. Be really specific about the risks that you're taking and the values that you're honoring through this transition. The selling C, gratitude for strategic opportunities. The selling C involves preparing your business for transitions, right? Whether you're selling your business outright, partnering, getting growth capital, or just restructuring your company in general. Strategic gratitude here means appreciating both what you've built and what's possible next. Show gratitude by documenting your institutional knowledge, right? Like, thank you for everything that this company has given me, and now I'm going to give what I have to someone else. Document that institutional knowledge. Put your brain out on a piece of paper and express appreciation for the journey. If you're in the selling C, your action is to create a gratitude audit of your business. List the key decisions, the relationships, your learning experiences, everything that has contributed to the current value of your company. Honestly, this serves as both emotional closure and strategic planning. So it's a 2-for-1 deal. And then last up is sailing C, and this is when everything is in harmony. This is where people think they have to wait to be before they're allowed to be grateful. This is gratitude as an integration practice. The sailing C represents mastery, where all of the business elements work in harmonious integration. Strategic gratitude here becomes a systematic practice. It is part of the DNA of you and of your company that helps you maintain excellence while preventing complacency. Show gratitude through legacy creation. You may, and this might be an opportunity for you at the sailing point. I've hired myself out of my software company. I go in when I'm needed or wanted, but it is not dependent on me. That company thrives without my constant presence. This freedom came from building systems that honor my team members, clients, and the lessons that made success in that company possible. My current work is developing the 7 C's framework for other entrepreneurs. And in itself, it's an expression of gratitude for everything that my journey has taught me. Practice gratitude as a daily discipline. The entrepreneurs that sustain mastery don't sit around waiting for special occasions to express appreciation. They build regular practices, internal and external. Morning reflection, team recognition rituals, client appreciation programs, the things that make gratitude a business operating system rather than an occasional gesture. Your action here is to design 3 systematic gratitude practices for your business. They could be monthly client appreciation notes, quarterly team celebration rituals, or personal reflection time weekly. Build these practices into your calendar as non-negotiable commitments. This is all great, Lynette. Fancy woo-woo, be happy and feel grateful. But there is a strategic return on investment for gratitude. Gratitude isn't just good ethics, it's good business. When you practice strategic appreciation across all of your business phases, you will experience measurable benefits. Clients who feel genuinely appreciated become loyal advocates. Team members who receive specific recognition stay engaged longer and perform better. Gratitude for what's working helps you identify patterns worth repeating. Appreciations for lessons learned prevents repeated mistakes. Entrepreneurs who practice gratitude during challenges recover faster because they maintain perspective about their resources and capabilities. Next up is natural differentiation. In markets crowded with very transactional relationships, I give you this, you give me that. Genuine appreciation becomes a creative and competitive advantage that cannot easily be copied. Last up on strategic return on gratitude is sustainable success. Gratitude prevents the burnout that comes from constantly striving without acknowledging progress. It calls what I create a satisfied striving, ambitious growth that honors current achievements. Your gratitude process starts right now. This isn't something you add to your business after you achieve success or hit certain markers or complete certain KPIs. This practice gets created while you're creating success and while you're aligned with your values, connected to the people who support your journey. You do not have to wait until you reach the sailing sea to start benefiting from gratitude as a business strategy. Whatever phase your business is currently navigating, you can and should implement practices that serve you both emotionally and as a business objective. Entrepreneurs that thrive aren't the ones that postpone appreciation until they've made it. They're the ones that recognize that gratitude is navigational equipment, not a luxury reserved for calm seas. I've been in business coming up on 30 years, and those 30 years of building businesses across multiple industries and multiple market conditions are this. There is so much more freedom with entrepreneurship when you practice gratitude, not as an obligation, but as a strategy.
I'm Lynette Young, and I believe a rising tide raises all boats. That's why I'm here. That's why this show exists. If this episode helped you, subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or YouTube Podcasts so you don't miss what's next. Leave a review to help other entrepreneurs find us, or visit us at 7seasvoyage.com. It's 7, like the number. Thank you for joining me on the Entrepreneur's Voyage. Fair winds and following seas.